Hello, my name is Y2K and this is another episode of Design with me. Today I'm going to design an event poster because lately I've been really into designing something a bit more practical, something that's meant to convey a certain message or advertise something and not to serve only for aesthetic purposes. So I'm going to pick out a specific brief from my Poster Design Secrets course assignment quiz, and I will have all the information to use in a poster. And without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is to choose a brief, and this time I'm going to choose a brief from my little quiz that I created for my poster design course, when you will choose the industry and you'll just see it yourself right now. So here's the quiz, which gives the assignments to the students where they practice what they learn. I'm going to hit the start, then I'm choosing a niche. For my poster, let's go with film. Well, obviously I know these briefs because I created them myself, but there are still quite a lot of them and I don't know which one exactly, and I haven't done a poster for any of them, so this will still be kind of a surprise for me. So let's go with film, and I don't remember which one is where, so let's go with specific. There is also an option for open brief. Specific briefs give you the precise information to fill in, so yeah, I'm kind of lazy. I don't want to think about what text to put in to come up with something myself. I will just go with specific brief. Okay, and just any of random two. Let's go with the second specific film brief, number 2. Okay, that's a short film festival poster, Cinemix. Yeah, I saw a couple of my students took this brief and they created a poster for it. So Cinemix, tagline, date and time, venue, theme, change. So it gives you some imagery ideas, but this is just suggestions. I just want to convey the general vibe of change. I would like to make it more like futuristic rather than old school and grunge and vintage, what I normally go for. So it's gonna be something new for me, a bit of a challenge, but why not? High contrast, bold colors, or black and white plus 1 or 2 primary colors. Let's see what I can create. But first things first, I'm gonna create a mood board. Obviously I'm gonna go to Pinterest and I will find some references, something that would inspire me and will set some direction where I will try to go. Okay, so I've created a mood board from the pictures I found on Pinterest. As you can see, it's more futuristic style, kind of Y2K-ish, something that I don't normally go for, but I really love this style, to be honest. I've never been so brave to use it because I don't have much experience in that specifically, but I want to diverse my style and I explore some new routes, you know. I want to try something like that. So basically, as you can probably tell, the color scheme I want to go for, I'm not entirely sure about red yet, but blue, something that is similar to the sky, I think would work well, because to me it has been associated with something fresh, something new. Yeah, in Y2K style it's been used really often, so I would like to use that. Also, this really bubbly customized type is something I would like to try this time, maybe more of like these customized titles. So I would probably have to do a lot of manipulations with the type myself, so it's gonna be quite a challenge, but an interesting challenge. I mean, I really like the results of it, so I'd like to try something like that. Maybe it would be some spiky shapes like these ones. Also, some of these images used the materials of silver, of chrome, metal. I think that also looks quite modern, maybe even trendy. I feel like it's quite trendy. I like serif fonts. I'm not sure if they would go well with this type of thing, but I will try, we'll see. And that's the main thing, probably. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it like full maximalist style. Maybe it's gonna be something in between. The task is to experiment and to try something I don't normally try, so we'll see where it goes. So let's get started. Okay, so the first things first, I'm gonna type in all the text that this poster is supposed to have. So I'm gonna go to my brief and just copy and paste all these texts. I don't know why we went for Bodoni. That's a really nice font, actually. I'd love to use it at some point, but definitely not for this one because it's the opposite of what I'm going for. This time it's very vintage to me, like vintage newspaper or something. Date and time is written in a very weird way, to be honest. Like it's really long, and BST, like no one really uses it. It sounds really formal. I'm not sure how I want to do that. Maybe Saturday, 23rd of September would be a separate thing. Something like that. And the time separately. Then the venue and the address. Okay. So we're pretty much done. And also what I want to do this time, I want to start with approaching typography first and then to choose the image later. Maybe that's what I did last time. I don't really remember. But for my collages, I normally do the opposite thing. Now it looks like a book cover. I mean, this first page after the cover, opening page, I don't know, whatever it's called. But yeah, that's the first step. We put all the info. Okay, so now I'm gonna choose the right font for Cinemix. I want something really decorative and probably I'm gonna customize it a lot, but I want a lot of decorative elements to it, kind of like what I showed you in my mood board. I'm assuming this process will take a while. Yeah, kind of like this, but not that horror vibes, if you know what I'm saying. Something like this looks quite trendy right now. This is what I'm going for, trendy and Y2K. This one is modern, actually. You could create like bubble type effect. If we invert it, we'd do a stroke and make it white. Yeah, this could look modern. And if we like customize it a lot, that could work. But let's try something else. Yeah, this one. This is really decorative. That's what I need. At the same time, it's kind of like gothic, but I know how you can make it modern. And it has this like really sharp edges, tribal shapes kind of style. And I think this could be like Y2K-ish, but I want to do something about the strokes. Some of the tails, I want to make them longer. Okay, another really annoying thing is this, when they are almost touching, and here they're almost touching. I don't agree with that. Maybe this is a bit better, but these ones, I prefer them to actually touch each other. Yes, I feel much better. Okay, filter, liquify. I think that's what's gonna help us distort the shapes, but I need to do it carefully without ruining everything. Okay, that's gonna take a while, so I'll probably speed up this process. Okay, something like that. I also made the C letter bigger, and also I want to make it a little bit like italic, because this always gives a bit more dynamic to the letters when you do italic. I think it looks more modern, to be honest. The only thing is here I would like to cover this thing with black hard brush. Yes, okay. Yeah, I really like the title, to be honest. It already looks really like outstanding to me, but now I want to go even further. I want to try making it 3D in Adobe Illustrator. I think that could work. Yeah, let's try. Okay, as you can see, I opened it in Adobe Illustrator, and now I want to try to make it 3D. Effect, 3D and materials, and extrude and bevel, but nothing happens. I guess I forgot to vectorize it first. Object, image trace, create and expand. I think that's the one, right? But now it's definitely vector element. So now we can go to effect, extrude and bevel. Oh yeah, and something is happening. I think I need to make it white or like light gray, because I can't really see all these 3D shapes when it's black. Yeah, it's much better this way. Already not bad, to be honest, but I like to make it a bit more soft. So I'm gonna choose inflate. Yeah, now we can choose the depth. I really like, to be honest, this kind of high depth. Also, when we change the angle, it can look really cool. Like when you go a little bit extra, it looks nice. But maybe not today. Twist, I don't know what that is. Oh wow, just look at that, how cool that is. Maybe not for this one, but for one of my next projects, I would do that. Paper. Oh, it's like putting that into perspective. Wow, that actually looks cool. Not sure if I need it though. Okay, I'm gonna just play around with these settings because it's really interesting, honestly. Okay, so I ended up with this result. I'm pretty happy with it. and I'm going to drag it into my Photoshop file. Yep, I think it looks much more impressive than when it was flat, right? I also changed the angle a little bit. The coolest thing is this 3D effect. And now I feel like adding a little bit of color to it because I want to try making the title red and the background blue, or like imitate the sky, something like that. So I'm going to create a new solid color adjustment layer, and I'm going to choose a different layer mode. But first I need to apply it specifically to this layer, to the title. So I'm just holding Option and find this little icon with an arrow, and yeah, that's how I apply it specifically to the title. And now we can choose any layer mode that we want. Maybe this one. This one is a bit too dark. I just want it to be red, like bright red. Is that possible? Okay, I've got an idea. I will apply gradient map adjustment layer instead. I think that would make more sense. Yeah, something like this. Okay, I will customize it a little bit and I'll get back to you because it's quite a long process. I'm not sure anything really interesting is going to happen. I'm getting to where I wanted to. Okay, so this is what I kind of ended up with in terms of the title. To be honest, it doesn't go with this font at all, with Bodoni. I'd like to change it, but at first, maybe it goes with serif font, but not Bodoni. I really want to change it. I mean, this one looks a lot more suitable for this Y2K kind of style, or any just simple sans serif. This goes really well. This is also Y2K, but it's not really legible. I'm not sure I want to use it. I mean, I don't really like informative posters to be fully illegible. I mean, I have some empathy for the viewers who actually want to know what's going on. Let's stick with Termina just for now. Oh no, that's too much of the same font. Maybe we would use it for 2023. That looks cool. Okay, this distracts me too much. At least it should be smaller. Okay, the next thing, I want to do this blue background. Maybe a bit lighter again. Maybe this one. Okay, another idea. Gradient. That's much better because this actually reminds me of the skyline rather than just plain blue color. And also it would have been nice to use a little bit of imagery, so I'm thinking of adding some clouds here. Yeah, maybe I wouldn't even need that gradient. I would go with something like this. It looks really cheerful. Why not? No, it doesn't do anything. Oh, another thing that just came to my mind. I remember there was a lot of chrome materials that I had on my mood board. So what came to my mind, I could use some of my silver textures because I have a product of the collection of these silver textures, and I think that would support this 3D look. I think this looks really cool. Maybe it's a little bit too complicated, I don't know. Let's see what else I've got here. Maybe this one, perhaps, or maybe that's a little bit too simple. Yeah, I like this, to be honest. Okay, let's try something else like this one. That's a bit more shiny, but I need to make it like lighter, I guess. Oh wow, this is really shiny. I love the way it looks, to be honest. Okay, this is what we ended up with so far. And also I would like to have a layer that would combine them together in terms of the color. I will show you what I mean. What I mean is just a solid color, probably something red, and layer mode. Wow, I love this one, but it makes everything illegible. Soft light was interesting, so yeah, soft light. Okay, I think I don't really need this clouds background. I think making it simple would already do really well. Okay, and I'm not really happy with 2023 being with this font. And now I need to think of what I should do with all of this. First of all, I need to think of the positioning and the color. Yeah, I think white would look a bit more modern, like more visible. Short Film Festival, especially if we apply some stroke to it. Yeah, that would work really nicely here. And let's try the fonts that are a bit more Y2K. Yep. And I think Sneakers Pro is probably the best. The best of the best. Also, just another idea. Why not making it red and stroke white? Something like that. Yeah. I think it works. And I will apply the same thing for everything else. All the other texts. Oh yeah, they work amazing together. But not this font. Not this font. I would definitely change fonts. Okay, I'm gonna try to change the font to make everything the same font, something like this. Actually, let's change the year to 2025 because it's future, so why not? What else? I would change the dates. I think I want to make it in one line, 23rd, 24th September, and I'm not sure I need specific timing. Okay, change is coming as a tagline. It should be probably bigger, maybe somewhere here, 2025. Again, I don't know. So now I need to find the right place for everything. And that's gonna take a while, I'm assuming, so I'm gonna speed up this process. Let me try to find the right place for it. Okay, I think this positioning looks pretty good because this reminds me of a magazine cover when you see the main title is normally somewhere here and everything else is on the sides normally, not in the middle of the poster. I'm pretty happy with it, but also a couple of changes. Maybe I would try to make it more like a sticker. Now it already looks kind of like a sticker, but I want to make it like on Instagram, you know, this font, I forgot what it's called. When it just has a frame with rounded edges, let's call it like that. I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, and something similar to 2025. Yeah, I also applied some drop shadows. I think it looks more like digital, like a mobile app, something like that, like a button. It feels so weird to make everything looking digital because that's usually something I try to avoid. I'm trying to make everything look analog, but now, yeah, it's digital. And also I need some drop shadow, something like this. Maybe also some effects for short film festival. Okay, I've done a couple of more changes and now I need to make sure that these two pieces of text are aligned. I mean, where one ends, another one starts. And also I would add a little bit of sparkles, like to make the title even shinier than it is right now. So let me find these stars. Yeah, something like that. And I think we're pretty much done. I think this is enough. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I think everything works out really well. I just really like the title, the way it turned out. And this is kind of like a main character here, focal point. And also just the beauty of the silver texture. I think these two elements are two main staples that are keeping everything else on this poster and making it look good, I guess. I don't know, what is your opinion on this? So yeah, this is the final result. It was nice to try something new. So let me guys know what you think. I'm really glad I tried it to feel what it's like to be a student of my own course and to do my own assignments. And yeah, I actually really enjoyed it. And yeah, I'd like to design something like that in the future as well. Maybe I will do a couple of more briefs. So if you guys have any other ideas what I should design next time, let me know in the comments down below. Also check out the course itself. It's upcoming at the end of November. Don't miss out. The link will be also down below and you will find all the information. You can join the wait list for now, but the enrollment will be opening soon and it will be limited time, so make sure you don't miss it. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you next time. Bye.